I freaking swear, dude. I swear. I swear. Yeah, sometimes it can feel that way for sure. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I don't know. My bad. OBS just started being stupid. I really don't know what the heck happened from the time frame between last night until this morning when I tried starting the stream. It kept telling me that there was an error starting it. So yeah, but we're here now. I guess it just chose to work after I closed the application and restarted it. I swear, man, OBS. Nasdaq, 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 Nasdaq. Our boy Smith is now a NQ or a gold trader now. He's now a gold trader now. He's a gold trader. He was up all night. Gold grabbed him by the hand last night, and he stayed with her. He made some money in gold last night, as we all should. It's really a great time to be a gold trader. Really a great time to be one. Mm. I really don't know what to really. And if we look at the gamma levels, we just kind of hit a really big one on the Qs. Or hold on, is it? Did it gap up? Okay, I was like, where the hell is it at? We did gap up on the Qs, obviously. Um, and so far, this is the 15-minute. What the hell? Yeah, so far, yeah, this is the 15-minute orb right here on the Qs. Hmm. Hmm. Well, ain't that some shit though? Oh shit! Our boy Alfred just got another payout. Yo, congratulations to Alfred. He got a $3,700 payout. Congratulations, trading TPT with them single day payouts, just milking it. Congratulations, bro. Uh, you got to support the local scripters. You got to, especially being so close to Atlanta. You got to. You got to feed them kids. I mean, shit. If we don't feed them, who else will feed them? Who else is going to feed them kids? You already know they cut the food stamps off. So who else going to feed them kids if we don't go down to our local strip club and support them damn kids? Need some context. This is gold's option market. And right now, these institutions are sweeping. This application is going freaking crazy, dude. Let's turn on some relaxing music, man, because this is gonna. That means you're seasoned, Tony. And but happy birthday, man. You're just seasoned. You have experience. That's all that means. You just have 50 years of experience. You say you took that short at the open? And honestly, I feel, and this is just an opinion based on what we kind of see now when it comes to age and stuff like that. I feel that as long as you live a healthy, stress-free life, you can be youthful and vibrant no matter how old you physically are, how old or how long you physically have been alive on this physical plane in the material world. Because look at when I was growing up, motherfuckers was already showing white gray hairs, at 30. Like dudes was looking really old at 30 years old. And by 50, they was already gray, white, looking like they were already, knocking on death's door. But now, in today's age, you see 50-year-olds still going to the gym, so able-bodied. You see the new generation of kids, they're looking like they're damn near 10, 14 years old in their 30s. So, it's obvious that, just think about it. When we was growing up, we didn't have the internet. In order to make money, you had to physically get out and work. You had to stress yourself. But obviously, as time gone on and making a living is now easier and is less stress-free, you just see the as generations go on, you just see that just people just look younger and younger and younger, and they feel younger. Like I said, I've met someone at the VA center that was 112 years old, and he was upright, walking. I mean, he was stiff. I'm not saying that he was out here. He's gonna run. He's gonna win the in the Olympics, but he was able to walk. He just said that longevity just runs in his family. And so, you know, just these types of experiences, these observations, it's just convinced me that, you know, age is really nothing but a number. But we're not going to talk about when you're talking about like dating, because obviously there is an age of consent, obviously. But outside of that, I mean, age is really nothing but a number. It really is. At least that's how I see it. People mistake me for being a 20-year-old all the damn time. And I am not 20. I'm way past that. Damn it, Gold. Shit. Can you just pull back a little bit so I can kind of get into this? Shit. I'm not going to chase Gold higher, but I'm just waiting for a dip so I can kind of get back in it. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Alvin. I definitely do. I agree. I don't stress myself. I don't know. Hey, Tony, are you still in that short? See, and this is the one thing about the Nasdaq that just kind of can get annoying. She'll respect price action until she doesn't. She's making lower lows. She's making lower highs. She takes out this low, and then she pushes up and takes out this pivot high. It's like, Smith trying too hard, man. Smith trying too hard. He's trying to make the Nasdaq work. Gold made him so much money today, and he's trying to go back to the NQ and try to make her work. I've already shared. I only trade the NQ for the stream, but I only have one account designated for the Nasdaq. I don't have to tolerate her foolishness. Yeah, I see that, Alfred. I see that. I'm considering taking it. That's what I was kind of thinking about. I was considering taking it. You know what? Let's follow the rules. Let's take it, man, I guess. I'm gonna put it at I kind of want to attach it to the 21 EMA. So I'm gonna attach my limit to the 21 EMA. And I'm gonna offset it by about 7 ticks because it's a lagging indicator. So I'm gonna offset it by 7 ticks. I just don't like, I mean, the only reason why I would kind of hate to take this trade long is because we got a pivot high here and a drop that takes out the low. So that's the only thing that I don't particularly care about with the Nasdaq. But I mean, I guess we can. Let's look at the ES and see if the ES will, you know, potentially break out. I mean, the ES looks good. We could potentially see a retest of the high on the ES. So maybe we can kind of see the same on the, I mean, unless the bears kind of come in this consolidation area, which, I mean, I doubt it. I mean, we got a break. This actually looks like a two-legged pullback into support. Actually, I'll take that back. It kind of looks like a two-legged pullback into support. Right here. Draw it out. This is the two-legged pullback. So this is the run up. And this is basically a two-legged pullback right here. And this is a two-legged pullback into an area of support. And then we saw the market now making an attempt to actually break out. So, I mean, if you're in this short, I don't know. If you're not going to take a quick scalp, I would kind of get out of this. I mean, but it's obvious that the Nasdaq is making lower lows and lower highs. All right, so we're in this. I mean, they broke the orb high. We're in it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't trust it though, but I'm just gonna follow the rules on this one. And so far, so good. So far, so good. It's a 20-point scalp right there. I mean, so far. All the gold traders making money. I had to get some work done, so I missed the gold entry. Well, I mean, the Qs looks like we can at least see the market continue to go. We got an orb breakout on the Qs, right now. It's potentially looking to get to that 601 gamma level. We could potentially see 603. We got a big gamma level up high. You just ate off of gold? Yo, congratulations, man. Like I said, I missed it, man. I missed it. I had to get some work done because being in the hospital, spending all my time in the hospital. And I will say this, man. I will say this. I guess when you have your time structured to do, so you can do certain things in a defined time frame, and you're not doing those things, I really do feel like I'm wasting my time. Like I'm not, well, actually, you really can't waste time. Let me rephrase that. Is that I'm not utilizing my time correctly. And we're gonna get that first target hit, baby. And I'll definitely say that, when I got home, I just got as much, I felt like I had to catch up on work. I didn't get a lot of things done, and I do not like that. I don't like that. I do not. Nice one, Nasdaq. Nice one. Nice. Nice one. Got that first target hit. As long as we get that first target hit, we're good. Even if this thing comes back and stops us out, we're still profitable. We are still profitable, even if we get this, even if price comes back and stops moving. Gold is just trending higher and higher and higher and higher. I missed this damn push. All right, I mean, we're good. All right, we made money in the Nasdaq. We got one runner contract. I'm not going to add. So my rule is, as long as that I can add into this position, as long as the second entry doesn't get hit, it's been hit. So I'm no longer allowed to add into this position. So I'll just let this one contract run. Maybe I'm just maybe I don't want to leave money on the table. I'm okay with that. Right, let's see if we can get this runner target today. What a great time to be a gold trader. Great time to be a gold trader. Hopefully we can find an opportunity to make some money in gold today. Hopefully. If not, then, you know, I just, I'm going to have to just come back tomorrow. Hopefully I can get something towards the end of the day on gold. Gold has this big gamma level at 380. Gold has this. Yeah, it looks like the Qs is going to probably go up for 602, 603. The way that the Qs are looking, it doesn't look like we'll probably see a rejection. 602, 603 is probably the target for the Qs. But if we go to gold, you can see that the market is already, I mean, obviously you don't even need the option market to see that gold is getting bought. And looks like 380 is the target for gold buyers to take profits on in the option market for gold. So I mean, if we can get a decent pullback, you know, I don't mind participating, but we're just gonna have to, I guess, wait. So. So this is the range that I drew from last week. It does appear that the market is reacting from it. We could see, I guess we're experiencing the market kind of filling these unfilled, sitting, resting sell orders. But I mean, the market is trending. I wouldn't try to short this until the bears actually break and hold the breakdown. Because the one thing that the Nasdaq likes to do is to fake out. It'll go down far enough to convince you that it's a short, but the market structure won't confirm the short, and the bulls will just buy it right back up, just to frustrate. You know, honestly, if you really think about it, I think the Nasdaq does this on purpose. I mean, if you think from a bear's perspective, the Nasdaq is going down far enough just to make you think it's a short. And it's not a flash crash. It's a short that probably, so this short right here as an example took about 3 minutes. About 3 minutes. But just imagine everybody that was in this short. This short was about, if you didn't take profits at these lows, someone was in this short for 30 minutes. Someone was in this short, wow, for about 4 hours. Wow. So just think about it from the bear's perspective. You're sitting in a short that's taking forever. If you have a very deep short target and you're not taking profits along the way, and it takes 4 hours, and it just takes what, 30 minutes for the bulls to potentially come back to your break even after being in this position for so long. you get emotionally fueled and you stop looking at the charts logically, because now it's like not only did you lose your money, you lost all that time. And the Nasdaq is just really good at making one side of the market get into their emotions and just to fuel the market to where she wants to go. She's really good at that. So what I think is happening now is a lot of people that were short, because look at the market structure. I mean, the Nasdaq made perfect lower lows, lower highs, get all the bears to see the market. And this is clean price action. Look at this, man. This is clean. You get people thinking that this is a short just to stop them out, to use them as fuel to push this market higher. Yeah. I think right here is a wall right here, I think. My ranges are drawn pretty well. I don't think, well, actually, I really don't want to go back and look. There's a range there. I drew it for a reason. So we'll probably see price actually break out of this range here, because that's what it's looking like it's about to do. Let's push through it. Says too low. How about that? Is it too loud still? How's that? Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Get my daughter off the party. All right, so this is good. Okay. Yeah, I think I turned it up because y'all guys couldn't hear Smith. My bad. I forgot about that. Slipped my mind. Thank you for bringing it up. Yeah, because like I said, I don't want the music too damn loud. It's in the background. Give the stream some atmosphere. Give it a vibe like Alfred said. But okay. Man, I guess I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow with the gold because it's already getting too close. I mean, the best time to trade gold is around 7 o'clock on both sides of the clock. Ideally, 7:30 to 8 o'clock is usually when. Actually, let me rephrase that. 7:20 to about 8 o'clock is the best time to get into entries with gold on both sides of the clock. And 10 o'clock is usually the time that you want to look to kind of close it or put your stop and profit if your targets hasn't been hit by that time frame, which it usually should. Which it usually should. Yeah, like look at this. 7:20 is where we got that big push from last night, and around 7:20 this morning is when we got. Actually, where's it at? Yeah, about like 7:20 ish right here is where we got that push right here. It seems like the best entry would have been around 7 o'clock this morning. It looks like that was the breakout, and then that dip happened at 7 o'clock, and then this follow up happened around 8 o'clock. So yeah, from 7:20 to 8 o'clock is usually when you want to look at your gold chart, see what happens, see what happened overnight, and just make a trading decision. Hmm. Yeah, I appreciate that, Cave Trader. Yeah, cause yeah, okay, I'll keep it at this volume. I looked at the settings and I saved the settings, so I'll just have it preset for next time. Of course, NQ, of course. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of price action that I'm talking about right here. I'm not saying that the Nasdaq won't potentially come back down to my break even. I'm not saying that it won't, but this is usually the price action that catches one side of the market off guard. Yeah, we're getting a pullback. It's working just enough to get people short, but I won't be surprised if we see a nasty bullish engulfing candle taking out all these sellers. And then once you get the sellers caught up, they'll just fuel the market higher. But I do have another area that kind of where my stop is probably where I'm looking at for a re-entry long, honestly. If it gets down there, if it does come back and stop me out. Oh, oh, my bad, Smith. I didn't look at your last message. Uh, yeah, Smith, you still on that Nasdaq long? Apparently you went in with the shorts. Hmm. Uh, is the market closing at 12 today? I don't know. I don't know. Another beautiful entry on the Nasdaq. Let's see if we can get at least that first target hit. Get that first target hit. I feel a little bit better about that second target getting hit. Smith, please don't go heavy. Hold on. Are you in this short or are you in this long? I'm assuming you went short, right? Come on, Nasdaq, hit that first target for us. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull these gold orders, man. My application is gonna lock me out pretty soon. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And it's already passed. This is getting to that point. All right. I mean, we good. We up, man. We up. We up in the Nasdaq, baby. Shit, we up. All right. Smith, you want to hear it, huh? You want me to say that we up in the Nasdaq? Is that what you want to hear? Is that what you want to hear? You see this BS? Let me see. I mean, do we dare do it? Do we dare do it? Do we dare do it? All right, let's see if we can get a push. We can get a push here to the upside. Oh yeah, we definitely gotta clarify that. I mean, shit. Let me check. Close all unfilled funded account positions. Come back tomorrow, champ. Come back tomorrow, champ. Trading hours. Yeah, I don't see any emails from any of the prop firms stating that man. Yeah, I don't see anything that's saying that the market closes early today. Yeah, I don't see anything. Well, if the bulls fail here, I'm definitely getting stopped out. I mean, that's no if ands or buts about that. I'm definitely gonna get stopped out if they fail here. I I think the Bulls got this. I think they got it. Unless the Bears just come in with something nasty right here and at that orb high right there. So, I mean, these are the areas that I'm looking at for a potential area where the Bears will come in and try and sell it right back down. At that retest right there. This is 50-50 because we had the Bears break it down and then they already kind of rejected, but they didn't take out this low yet. They didn't take it out yet. So that just tells me that even though they sold from this area, we still technically have a higher low, technically. So that's 50-50. We could see a run or we could see a rejection. That takes out this low. And then we have the medium and long term and VWAP right here in the area. So we'll see. These could be some hot spots for the Bears to come in at. You can already see that the Bulls are already pushing off the 21 EMA, the short term EMA. So let's see what they do here. Let's see what they do. I trust in the Bulls, man. And Bulls, we trust, baby. Come on, push that shit. Push it to the upside for clarification. Man, Gold is just being, she's just doing that on purpose now. She's not even pulling back for your boy. God damn, Gold. Pull back. Let me get in this. Pull back for your boy. God damn. That's all right, man. That's all right. The Nasdaq is being nice to me because she knows that I'm not going to tolerate her bullshit no more. There we go. Push through all them stops. All right, now I'm confident that that second target is going to get hit. Confident. They pushed the stops right here. There we go. Run them stops, baby. Run them stops. Run them. Hit that target. Come on, Nasdaq. Don't do that. Oh my god. Oh, yo, what? Come on. Hit that target the first time. Come on, Nasdaq. Hit that target, baby. This is the kind of bullshit that, you know, I'm talking about. This is the bullshit right here. Come on, NQ. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. God damn. All right. So now we only got one runner. I think. Yeah, we only got one runner. We good, man. We up, baby. We up. We up. I think we made it. I mean, we at least made about $1,000 today. Shit, we gotta be up at least 1,000. This shit's still going, baby. Yeah. The market is definitely trying. The bulls are going to keep on buying until they reach their objective. They're going to keep on buying, no matter how many times the bears try to knock this down. The bulls are going to keep buying until they reach their objective. And currently, it appears that on the Qs, the bulls' objective is 603. I'm not entirely sure what the bulls' objective would be on the Nasdaq right now. Now, the only thing that I can see as a market objective right now is to take out that high from pre-market, which I'm pretty sure the bulls are definitely going to do. So I guess that's what we just have to. If you're going to target the highs, let's look at Friday for some clues of where the market could potentially go. Yeah, I mean, I can see it coming back. Yeah, I probably can't see that. I can see it potentially coming back to this break of structure right here. Like right here in this area. Like around, like in a range between 25.45 to about 65, in this small little range right here. I can see the market potentially using this as a market objective to come back, and the unfilled sell orders right here to get filled so we can get a move down. I can see that. I can see that. Okay. Dude, why are you the only person in the office right now, Smith? Isn't that an invitation to go home? If everybody else is at home, why are you the only one there? Why are you the only one there? If I walked in the office and everybody there, if everybody is not there except, or I'm the only person there and everybody else is gone, I'm going home. Shit, I'm going to assume that that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But is he in the office though? Is he in the office? We can all be online when it comes to teams. Shit, I can be online right now. You know, before COVID, before I had to actually go into office, when I had to actually go into office. Well, actually, I was performing I was in a different role around that time anyway. So, but I would actually like going into the office by myself. It's peaceful. And everybody was like, Sherman, why do you come to the office by yourself? It's like, man, because we had the option of working from home, you know, a couple of days. And I was like, you know, I'll just stay here and work here because I already know that if I get a taste of working from home, I'm not going to want to get up and go in the office. And good thing I know myself because that's exactly what happened. You can't get me to go into nobody's office. Not at this point. Why? Why? Not I honestly I perform better at home. I do more work at home in exchange for not driving. And I'm pretty sure there's studies on this too. And this is probably why they allow certain people or certain roles to work from home because they see that you get more productivity because I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to sit in traffic. I don't have to be stressed out by that. Uh, it gives me more time to do my work. I'm comfortable. So because I'm comfortable, I can do my work. And I do more work than I probably would have done if I'm in office because I'm just going to do what I need to do and leave. Mm. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. And I was hoping that the market can kind of push past that. I was hoping it could without the stupid rejection, but mm, I'm pretty sure we can get past that. The Bulls are going to keep on buying until they reach their objective. I just don't know what their objective is right now. So that's the only thing that I just don't know what their objective is. It's clear on the cues. That's obvious. We got a gamma level to tell us what the market objective is, but well, huh. All right. So we got this trend line right here. We got this trend line going up. If we see a break of the trend line, we know not to short the first break attempt. We know that. The Nasdaq has shown us plenty of times that if you short that first break, if you take that trade 10 times, you'll lose overall. It works sometimes. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose that trade. This is a break and retest trade. That's the break. Hopefully it doesn't go down to the stop. It's going to retest the trend line, and that's where people are going to get in short. Actually, this right here kind of looks like a good area right there for the bears to try to come in and short that retest right there of the trend line. So if you see the break, just be patient, sit on your hands. And this tells me that my trend line is drawn correctly because the bulls literally came in at the trend line. So that just tells me that my trend line is drawn correctly. So we'll see if the bulls can kind of hold this right here. Man, shit, at this point, you just got to trust the tool. That's all you got to do. Oh, that's interesting. I'm kind of looking through the thing with bookmap chat, and honestly, I wouldn't want any of my mods to be speaking about things politically. I mean, that's not what you're there for. To be spewing your political views. Because the one thing that I've learned, and that, or actually that the one thing that I'm starting to completely understand is when you have a product or a business, and I understand why a lot of these companies will fire you over what you do on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media platform that you use, is because nobody is not going to come after you. No one's coming after you. If you make certain remarks, if you talk about your views, especially when you're associated with a business, they're not going to say, oh, XYZ at whatever.com said these things. They're going to say a representative of your brand or your company says these things. And people are not going to take the time to think about that shit. They're going to say, oh shit, XYZ brand, one of their employees said that this is what they believe in. So that means that the company believes this too. If they hired this person, that's why companies will be quick to fire you. And then they'll come up with a statement and say that we do not have the same views as our recently terminated employee. So it's just, and another example is just imagine if, because I'm watching, like I shared with you guys, I'm watching a lot of new construction videos on TikTok. Everybody is blaming the builder, but we all know that the builder is just or is not the contractor. They're the ones that have won the contract, but they contract their work out to different contractors and vendors. And depending on who they hire and the work that they perform, no one's not going to say that XYZ plumbing and XYZ electricity and whatever made these mistakes. They're going to blame the builder because those contractors are a reflection or an extension of that builder. So they're not going to come after them. They're going to come after the builder. So when I see stuff like that now, it's like, okay, I have a complete understanding of it. And If I was Alex, I would have a talk with that guy about his political views. Like, yo, keep it to yourself, bro, because we're here to make money, not talk about how much you don't like a political figure. We're here to make money. All right, so let's see if I'm going to get stopped out of this one. I'm going to have to really think about this runner target because yeah, I'm up. I'm not going to lose too much money on this, but I was up about a couple of points on this. About what? Dang, I didn't realize that. I was up about 70 points on this contract, and I'm about to get stopped out. So maybe what I should start doing is probably giving myself probably like 22 ticks of, instead of moving my stop up 22 points into profit once I get that second target hit, instead of actually taking a full loss, because I'm losing the money this way and that way. So it's just gonna be something moving forward, I guess. Something I'm gonna start doing moving forward and just kind of re-enter into the position, I guess. Dang, gold is just grinding. God dang, gold. Kind of makes me want to freaking kind of makes me want to scalp this thing. I'm in a test environment. I'm not in an eval or funded account. I'm in a test environment right now. So just a disclaimer. All right, so I got stopped out of that. Yeah, I definitely got stopped out. Yeah, I got stopped out. So overall, I mean, not a bad day. We made money today, so we'll just come back tomorrow, and we'll just make more money. We had a great initial entry. Got 2 of my targets hit. Missed the runner. It pulled back. We scaled into it. Got that first target hit. Then we scaled into it again. Got both of those targets hit. So we made a lot of money today. It's just that those runner targets is just underperforming. So we'll take that. I'll take that. So now I'm in the sim. I'm in the sim now, in the test environment. And I'll just trade this account until it's time to be done for the session. Great day. Great day. And, I'll say this, man. I'll say this. Since I basically visit the hospital so much now, I observe what's going on in the hospital and stuff like that. Seeing people that are quote unquote hanging by a thread with their health, you can see that a lot. I mean, obviously, a hospital is full of people that are not well, obviously. And just seeing how, some people just don't take their bodies seriously. It just kind of puts a lot of things into perspective of, it really makes you appreciate what you have by comparing it to what you see others do. As I've shared, I take great pride in my health. I take great pride in my mental health. And I'm preserving this material form or this physical form for the long haul. I'm going to try. I mean, that's all we can do in this life, right? All we can do is try and try to live as best as we possibly can. But when you see the complete opposite of people that just don't care, they got whatever going on in their lives and they just say, fuck it, I'm not going to go to the gym today. I'm just going to eat that cake, or I'm going to eat this or that, or whatever is the source of their ailment, whatever. You just kind of see it, and it just kind of solidifies what I'm doing already, because I would hate to be in and out of a hospital. And honestly, you know what the crazy thing is? And I spoke to one of the nurses about this too. And she was like, yeah, it's like that. It seems a lot of people get sick during the week, but over the weekend, the hospitals are not filled. It's not filled at all. And it was very surprising to me that during the week, you can barely find parking. Barely find it. But over the weekend, I guess nobody gets sick over the weekend. Nobody gets sick over the weekend, apparently. So I found that very I found that very amusing. But just goes to show, man, if you don't take care of yourself, there's a business already prepared for you, and it's going to extract as much money from you as possible. I'm also learning something called an HSA. I need to actually look more into that, because apparently that HSA, the health savings account, apparently that's a low key better. That it's like, actually, let me not say anything about it, because I have to do some more research. But apparently that's a hack. If you're a healthy person and you're putting money into that health savings account, it's not only is it a tax write-off, but from how I understand it now, it compounds over time. So by the time, you're 65, 55 or whatever, you already have a good nest egg just sitting right there. And I'm really starting to understand that I've been on the wrong side of, what word do I want to use? I've been on the wrong side of a prosperous mindset for a very long time. And I'm starting to realize that the government is not even out there to hurt you. It's there to take advantage of people that don't aspire to be greater than themselves. Unfortunately, in order for the system to work, there needs to be a foundation for others to use to elevate themselves. And unfortunately, that's usually the people that tend to drift in life. And obviously, the mindset of a drifter is, oh man, no one's not giving me what I want. Oh my God, I haven't worked for anything that I have, and yet I'm entitled to benefits. Blah, blah, blah. People like that. You take away a healthcare benefit that, like I said, they don't earn. I mean, you have opportunities. Like, there is nobody stopping you from putting money in investments that will grow over time. There's literally nothing stopping you. People say that, oh man, I can't put money into this account, blah, blah, but then they'll spend $200 on shoes. They'll spend $500 on useless stuff like clothes or stuff on Amazon or subscription services and stuff like that. It's like, no, your priority's not straight. If you're broke, you should be working. You should be trying to grind and trying to get this money up. That's what you should be doing. But, with a drifter, all they think about is, oh man, what is somebody not doing for me? And I had to clean out a lot of my old beliefs, because like I said, I never thought that rich people were evil. I can understand that capitalism can be the source of a lot of wrongdoing. I can understand that. But if you're just going to focus on the negative side of capitalism, there's obviously a good side of it. And the government actually incentivize for entrepreneurs, or I'm just use the word entrepreneur. The government incentivizes entrepreneurs to help them provide for drifters. There's so many tax benefits. When I'm learning, there's so many tax exemptions for business owners, especially those in real estate. And what's the other one? Real estate and employment. If you become an employer, there's a lot of tax benefits for you. A lot of tax incentives. You can write certain things off to where, even though it's showing, you can show that it's depreciating, so you can write it off on your taxes, even though the property or whatever you're providing a service for is growing over time. It's so much. The government, I guess the government is, depending on your mindset, is your perception of what the government does. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people say that the government likes to help out their oligarch friends. Well, is that a bad thing? I mean, is it really a bad thing? Don't you help out your friends, especially the friends that help you make money? I mean, you don't just go out into the world and just give your money to people that just going to waste it. I mean, they're not going to bring it. You give them $1, they're not going to bring anything back. Why wouldn't I give somebody a tax incentive if I give them $1, they bring me back $100? Why wouldn't I give them a tax incentive? Because I know that they're going to bring some money back and I'm going to reward them for that. So I've just come to understand that, I no longer adhere to that. Oh, I identify with a poor mindset. No, I'm trying to be an oligarch. I've already shared that with y'all. I'm trying to work my way up there because that quote unquote 1%, those are filled with people that has, I guess, showed up every day and overcome a lot of obstacles that life put in their way. Some people fold at those obstacles. There's like, oh my God, this hill is too tall to climb. I'm just going to sit here and cry about it. I'm just going to wait for someone to come and save me. Nah, ain't nobody about to come and save you. They'll come and take advantage of you for sure, but they're not going to come and save you. So as I move further into this quote unquote 1% mindset and understand the things that they understand and do the things that they do, that can actually be something else that I start to add to the stream, like concepts talking about, money and stuff like that, because we're making money, but we need to start talking about what happens after we make the money. How, because I mean, because I guess how these prop firms have it set up is that we're contractors and we're getting taxed like that. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I got to take this call. Sorry about that. Anyway. Hmm. Anyway, kind of going back to what I was saying. After we make this money, we need to make sure that we're putting this money to work, so that money can make more money, and we can keep as much of this money as possible. So that's something else that we can move forward with on this stream. I'm definitely looking into it. So there's a lot of information, man. It's not it can be overwhelming because it's a lot of information. There's a lot of things that you can do to save money or to keep as much of your money as possible. When you start making millions of dollars while trading, it's definitely better to, because I mean, the prop firms consider you a contractor for sure, but uh, you can still trade through a business. I think the only one that allows you to do that is Apex. I'm not sure if the other ones allow you to. That's something that, depending on which prop firm you choose to trade, you have to kind of understand. But I know Apex allows you to trade as a business and not as an individual, which is good. And I think, yeah, they probably, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask once I get to that part, because if that's the case, then Apex will probably be the only one that I trade with, because I don't want to be seen as an individual making all that money, because I'll be paying all kind of freaking taxes. So yeah, that's something I'll look into, unless someone has already gone through it themselves and cares to share. But I'll definitely look into it. Definitely. And looks like we're getting that drop on gold. Looks like we're getting a pullback on gold, not a drop, a pullback finally. I really don't have an account to potentially catch this, because like I said, I'm following my rules now. We're after 10 o'clock. I don't trade none of my funded accounts after 10. We made money in the stream account today, so really don't have any account to capture a move on gold. Nah. I mean, I guess I could, but I mean, it ain't gonna do nothing. I made it to the point that I would never pass that account. Gold. Yeah, that's probably gonna work too. That's gonna probably work. That's probably gonna work. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a winning trade. It's a pullback into support. It's probably gonna be a winning trade. But if I pass it, then I have to start trusting the tools on gold. I'm gonna have to start trusting it, because I don't do it. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Mm, yeah, I think we can see that. Yeah. Uh, no, I'm gonna stay in the sim, man. I'm gonna take my victory today. I'm gonna take my victory today. We had a great day today. I don't need to be. I'm not gonna let victory defeat me today. Now this is the pullback to the that trend line on Nasdaq. So we got that breakdown right there on the Nasdaq, and this time the break actually, well, technically we had the break, we had the pullback, and that's where we saw the break of structure down right there. So this was a little micro break and retest on the Nasdaq. But on the macro, this is still a breakdown, and we could potentially see the market reject at this trend line right here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm in the sim, I'm in a test environment. I'm not taking this in any eval. But I'm not going to place a limit right here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I know better than to trade gold after 10 o'clock because she'll grab you by the hand and she will take you on a ride. A ride that you may or may not like. She will take you on that ride if you let her. So this thing bounced at 74 on the Nasdaq. I mean, I don't see. I mean, I guess it did take out. I guess we did double bottom at that pivot point. So this is tricky. This is tricky. We made lower lows and lower highs. We had the Nasdaq break out above this pivot high. We made a lower high here, and then we made a lower low here. So technically, this would be called what, a bull flag. And technically, we got our flag pull, and this will be a bull flag. Yeah, what's up, Taven? How's it been? We've been steadily and consistently growing this the stream account, and we're going to continue to do that, trading it the right way, consistently growing it over time. All right, let's see. We'll see if we get filled because technically, if it pushes higher, the retest will probably be closer to about right here at this trend line. Let's see. Well, actually, no, I'll keep it there because we got that descending trend line right there too. We got this trend line coming down. I mean, it might pop and hit this trend line, but we'll see. No, this is the Nasdaq. I missed it in gold this morning. Shit. I missed it in gold. Gold gave plenty of opportunities to get into this thing long. But unfortunately, I was catching up on work, and I missed the opportunity this morning, and man, hated seeing gold go without me, but I know that there's going to be some more opportunities later on tonight, so I just got to wait for that. I don't want to get caught up in a super dump on gold, but I mean, I got to just trade with the what I see with the market. So, all right, we'll see. Let's see. So gold is at that trend line. We'll see. We get like a short here. I'm sorry, not gold. My bad. Nasdaq is at that trend line. He said, "We buy and look for that high." Yeah. Well, we were in buys earlier, and we got stopped out on this drop down on a runner. You know, honestly, I was looking for that too. I was hoping that the Nasdaq actually took out that high before, you know, it needed to dip down to kind of get more liquidity, but I mean, I guess if the Nasdaq pushes past this trend line and we get price to close back into the trend line, then all the stops above this high is going to get ran, and we'll definitely take out that high for sure. We'll see. I will say that I think the market is going to probably come to my stop. Actually, I think it's more likely to come to my stop. The way it's looking, I mean, unless we don't see that rejection here at that trend line, it's definitely going to come to this trend line for sure. Let's look at the Qs real quick. We do got that gamma level right there. The market does want to go for that 603 target. The bulls are going to keep on buying until they get there. Yeah, it's highly unlikely for that shit to work. I mean, unless we see a rejection. Yeah, it's highly unlikely for that to work. Yep. Mm. Looks like the thing with bookmap indicator, everybody is short now. The chat is talking about shorting. Hmm. Uh-huh. If the consensus is that we should go short, then you know we have to be a contrarian and go long. It would have been nice for the Nasdaq to have this energy when I was in long. Looking for it to hit my target. But I'm not going to complain. I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't complain. Looks like we got some order blocks coming in on gold. Looks like man, I gotta stop saying that on gold. On the Qs. At 589. 589. Okay, so that's probably what happened Friday night over the weekend. That's why we saw that gap up right here, because they were buying 589s. You can see the order block right there, the biggest gamma level. Interesting. Interesting, because we was talking about this actually yesterday, that either this was going to be sells or this was going to be used as support, because initially they sold this and it might use this area as support, and it looks like that's what they did. And we have the dark pool data to confirm that. Looks like they're buying more at 98, or they're transacting at 98. I guess I should say it that way. So I guess we could potentially see the market to go higher. It looks like we're having it looks like the market is transacting at areas of support. So I can only assume that it'll be highly likely that these areas will be used as such. Looks like the Nasdaq is doing everything except letting me hit real quick. All right, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. I may actually have to attach this to the 50 EMA. May have to attach this to the 50. Because, I mean, if it does come down here and it bounces at the 21, it might reject at that trend line. But if it rejects at that trend line, it'll potentially come back to the 50 EMA. And that's where you'll probably see all the buyers come in at. Let's see. All right, we'll see. About to get a trend line test here. We'll see if the bulls will hold it or be able to break past it, or are we going to have some bears waiting at that trend line? We can already kind of see the bears coming in. I mean, we'll probably see a rejection. Maybe not a reversal, but a rejection, potentially. Okay. All right. So it's looking like we're seeing the rejection from the trend line, the retest of the trend line. It does look like the bears are going to potentially try. I mean, they're trying right now to sell that breaking retest of the trend line. So we'll see what happens later on. But right now, I'm out of time for this session. I do appreciate everyone that's joined with me today. Well, I may actually be able to come tonight, maybe. But if not, I'll be back here tomorrow morning. And with that said, have a good day, everybody. Peace out. Or my bad. Peace out, everybody. Have a good day.